Hello friends, welcome to my channel Color Me Creative. I am Shreya. I am an artist and an art educator. I do tarot painting once every month. So before we begin, let me briefly explain my process. I have 5 tarot decks. I always use Moonology Messages Oracle cards for this energy reading session. And this is a tarot reading and paint session. So I will shuffle the cards. I will intuitively pick a card and we will check the meaning of the card in this book. I will then be painting using some art techniques, whichever card we get, and related to the meaning of the card, I am going to paint the card. So let's begin. Let's shuffle and see what is today's collective energy. I do my daily tarot reading for myself, daily energy tarot reading every morning, and I post that on my Instagram account. If you want to check out, please go to colormecreative.ca. Perfect. We got a card of new beginnings. So let's see what this card means. New beginnings is in this booklet. Let's see. That is an interesting card. A woman with 2 tigers. Coincidentally, I have 2 cats and 2 kittens actually. They are both 5 months old. And I just got them 2 months back, and this looks like this card resonates with me a lot. Let's see what it means. New moon is on page number 102. Obviously, new moon, new beginnings is you might feel as though you have been wrestling with your current issues for far too long, but drawing this card suggests otherwise. In fact, the message of this card is that you are somehow at the start of a new cycle with regard to life in general or any specific dilemma you are inquiring about. So if you had any questions, here is your answer. I hope we all have like too many questions always. Either do this, do that, choose this, choose that. So this is your answer, that a new cycle has already begun, even though if you don't realize that. But wait for your time. This is a very positive card, and overall it suggests that you are headed in right direction, but there are no guarantees that it's the direction you originally had in mind. So something unplanned but good for you. Now is the time for courage and strength. You can make your dreams come true if you believe in them, and if you are what your higher self knows is best for you on your journey. Just believe, trust in the process. Now is the time to make effort towards whatever you want to achieve, knowing that you have the moon's support. So begin your manifestations, start a journal, there are so many manifestations meditations on YouTube, follow them. I think eclipse is coming, so check out any eclipse manifestation videos on YouTube. I don't upload any meditation videos, but I do follow some accounts that have like good manifestation videos. So let me know in the comment if you want any recommendations. I would always happy to share what I follow. So let's start with the painting now. We will do the energy painting. I have my canvas and everything ready, so let's begin. So to start with, I am going to go with some mountains. I am going to mix brown with some black. A little bit of brown with just some black, and we will do the mountains first. I like to outline my paintings first before I start. It helps me with the blocking space and get idea of what my next step should be. So I'm just mixing black and brown and painting this mountain with its dark brown. So I took dark brown and just took a little bit of black with it and going with the color whatever comes to me. So this is going to be all the way up to here. I have an idea. I'm going to do the wash technique today. So just up to here the mountains will be dark, and after this I'm going to just spray some water, and I have enough paint on my brush, so I'm just going to use that and spread the color. So it's giving this good lines, it's giving it a good effect. This is called wash technique. You can add more water in your brush. You can dip your brush in the water and go with it on the canvas, or you can use a spray bottle and just spray it straight on the canvas, and then you can just move your brush in any pattern back and forth like this. I like to paint the sides of my canvases, so I'm doing that. Always paint the sides of your canvases. It makes it look good. It makes the paintings more beautiful. It looks like the painting was completed. Gives all like a proper finished look. It's my favorite thing to do. Also always paint the sides, and because we did a wash at the bottom, so I am just leaving the bottom as is, not painting anything. Now I just want to fix the top a little bit, so I added some water and going over very slowly with my filbert brush. I like to use filbert brushes because you can control the flow very easy. You can move the brush and it moves with you. See how in the angles it's taking. I love doing this with the filbert brush. I've tried doing the same thing with flat brush but didn't get the same results. So again, one more layer. Perfect. Now this top I am going to mix white, or actually I'm going to mix some gesso this time with brown. I'm going to mix gesso with brown, and I want to make it a little bit thicker, so that's how I do not see any palette knife here close, so I'm just putting the paint in on my palette, just pouring the gesso in my palette and mixing gesso with the mixture of the mixture of brown and black. Now it's just starting this. One, two. Just filbert brush is best for this. Perfect. Few more. I chose gray color because this is close to Payne's gray, because we have a mixture of brown and black for the mountains, so this color would go very well. One more here. I want this to be like full spread, so let's add some depth to it, and then I think, yeah, this is good. I don't know, for some reason I feel like going for tones of black and brown, so I'm just going with my intuition. Making this bigger, and you can try this at home. I mean, you can buy a tarot deck from your nearest spiritual store, or you can also order them off online from Etsy or Amazon, and you can just shuffle the card, ask your question, and see what card comes out. Doesn't matter if you have training in tarot reading or not. I am not a professional tarot reader, but I still just go with what feels right for my energy. I am putting a gray outline here just to differentiate this, and looks more of a more depth. So yeah, I was saying you can just do a shuffle, do the energy card reading. Tarot card picks on your energy. Doesn't matter if you know tarot reading or not. It's all about energy. So if you don't know if you're not a professional tarot reader, you can shuffle the cards and check the meaning in the book. I always do that. I'm an artist, I'm not a tarot reader, but I love the tarot card energy. They are always so accurate. At least for me, they have been so accurate. Want to add a mixture of brown here. Brown with, I will go brown with white, and I want to fill this space in. So much brown, so I have to mix more of with white, and it's light brown. going with light brown shade. Too much paint in my brush. Okay. Let's blend them together. Just moving my brush. See, the strokes you can get very easily with a filbert brush. I'm going to do the same for all of them. Just blend it and then fill this up. I'm leaving this white space. I like it how it looks like a window, open window. Looks nice, looks like a chocolate. Looks like chocolate dessert. Nice. And just fill this up. You will already have the blended paints in your brush, so one more here. Like this, and now we'll again go with brown. Don't I just feel like doing this? Now I'm going to put some water so the paints drip a little. Put more water so the paints will drip. Let the paints drip. Let's wait. Here. Open up the pigments just using the tip of your brush. You are just mixing it more with water so it drips easy. You can also press like this. It's giving this flower kind of shape. I'm just using the tip of the brush and just swirling around like this. It automatically gives the shape of the flower like this. So take a light brown, press hard and then twist right. Time for one more here. Same I'm going to do here. Let's take some more white. Will give a better effect if it's more mixed with white. Nice. So just take some white in your brush. Don't clean your brush. My brush have black, brown, light brown and now white in it. So it gives you the mixed multicolored look. Take brush, press and twist, press and turn. So now this will drip because there is water here. Same thing I'm again going to do here with white. So now here the water is drying so it won't drip. Let's do one more here, mixing brown and light brown and white. it's more floral shapes. Easy way to make flowers. So we started with a hill and then we made the stripes, and now we are adding this mushroom shaped flowers. It looks nice. Just filling it up. I'm now adding a little bit of black to the mixture. It won't show much in black, but just for the contrast, so that I can get a little bit of black in my brush. Now see, after black I used light brown, and now if you want this to drip more, you can just spray a little and it will drip all the way down. You can also give it a direction like this. Now I'm just going to drag this down with a very light pressure, so don't put too much pressure, otherwise it will look like lines. You can keep spraying like a little bit of water to give it more natural look. You can also do some drips from here and then just use some water so it flows naturally. See, everything is blending and it's forming the drips. Another thing to keep in mind is don't do all the drips in one line. Do them zigzag and use contrasting colors. So I used black and brown mixture, light brown and white. So use the colors that will show. I am again going to add a little bit of more white, just so that we have some colors in the painting. It will look very nice because we used water to make drips and I want the flowers to show. So just adding a little bit of white will also give it depth. See, so it's now here. This one we made it drip, so just let it go like this. Just use tip of the brush and no pressure. One more, adding one more. I think this looks good now. One more here. This is good. I like this. Once this dries, I will. There is a lump here, so I'm just putting some water so it will help it drip. Yeah, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is, after this dry, I will put some, mostly gold. I'll put some gold highlights and gold outlines here. I will share the final picture of this painting in the end. This will take a while to dry, so let's let this dry, and once it dries I will put some gold or maybe silver. I'll decide. Maybe I'll mostly go with the gold highlights, but we'll see, because it have brown, black and white, so I think gold will look better. Let this dry, and then meanwhile let me decide which colored highlights I want to go with.